So, what do you need to be a dairy farmer? Well, first of all, you're going to need an alarm clock because you have to be up really early in the morning. On this farm, we start work at 4:30 in the morning, and that means we can be milking by 4:45, and that takes us right the way through until about 8 o'clock in the morning. And then after we've finished milking, we have to get everything washed down and ready to start again in the afternoon. So, as well as an alarm clock, the other important thing is you need to love cows, or animals in general, because you're always going to be looking after them and making sure that they're happy and healthy and well loved. Isn't that right? After milking and everything's all washed down, and it's around about 8:30 in the morning, and before we can go and have our breakfast, we have to make sure our baby calves have had theirs. So we come down here and feed the babies, and these are in two different groups. So we have the very young in individual pens who we feed by hand using these special buckets, and they hang on the side of the pens like so, and we have to teach the calves to come up and suckle on these little teats and get their milk. And they're kept in individual pens for about 2 days so that we can make sure that they're drinking properly and they're healthy, and then they're ready to go up into our automatic feeding system. And here's our automatic system now. So we come in here and we've about 60 calves all on milk, and the first thing we do is just have a check over them to make sure they all look okay, and then a check over the machine, make sure that's got plenty of milk in to last the day, and then we go and have a look on this little handheld computer device, and that tells us any calves that haven't drank or any that have been drinking very slowly. So we can go and check on those, we can bring them into the calf machine, make sure they are drinking and everything's okay with them. We also have to ensure that they have fresh hay, which you can just see over there. We've filled all that up this morning, and also that they have some fresh dry food as well, which is just here, which they love. We come out from breakfast at around about 9:30 in the morning, and then it's time to check over and do the jobs on the slightly older cows. So these are the ones that aren't yet milking. Excuse me, I'm talking. These are the ones that aren't yet milking but aren't the babies. So anything from around about 3 months old up to 2 years old. As you can see, we've lots of them around here, and these are all going to need feeding, and they have a mix of silage and straw and other bits that we have to mix up and come along and feed them. And then also we have to make sure, I don't know if you can see there, that they've all got fresh clean straw for bedding. By 11 o'clock all of the morning routine tasks have been done. The cows have been milked, the calves and young stock have all been fed, have fresh bedding and have been checked over. So that leaves us 4 hours until 3 o'clock in the afternoon to do all sorts of other jobs before we have to do the evening milking. And those jobs vary depending on the time of the year. So today I'm about to jump on this tractor and go and mow grass so that we've got food ready to feed our cows all through the winter. Other times of the year we might be baling straw to give them bedding, or we could be working with a vet helping perform an operation, or in the fields mending fences, or even trimming cows' toenails. And that's what I love about being a dairy farmer. There's always different jobs to do, different challenges and different ways just to push yourself and test yourself. And then afternoon milking starts at 3 o'clock, and we normally finish for around about 6 o'clock in the evening. And by that time we have to get everything washed down and all set up ready for in the morning. And some people say being a dairy farmer you get covered in muck. Well, that washes off. You have to get up super early in the morning. But once you're up, it's lovely here in the dawn chorus and you're fresh and set for the day. But for me, the worst thing about being a dairy farmer? I haven't thought of one yet.